Howdy everybody. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Mackenzie here with McCall and Canner, kind of. He's a little jacked up. I don't know what he's worked up about right now, but something. We're gonna do a little bit of training. It's been a week or two since our last session. We skipped the 4th of July. So we're back. If you missed the first couple of sessions, I've been out working with the ranch for a good chunk of time now, on and off again, and Canner's my rescue horse, who I've worked on rehabilitating. Used to be quite afraid. McCall is here to help out and help Canner out, and today we're going to do a little bit of retraining some of the stuff we did before. We call this generalization, and it should... Oh, are you excited now? You want to go over there? He's like ready to, he wants to go out to the pasture with all the other horses probably. See if he'll take a treat. As I did click. So I'm a clicker trainer, positive reinforcement trainer. Here you go. Take it. Thanks. Which means that I use a marker to reinforce behavior and work on behavior change. Take it easy. Just seeing who's out there. Please bump. Which we'll walk through again today with McCall a little bit. Can you back up? Thank you. Take it. Let's go this way. Say hi. Cool. So the way the clicker works is when we click, we reinforce the food reinforcer that releases dopamine in the animal's brain and hopefully reinforces behavior, makes it more likely to repeat. So McCall is going to just walk through that with us real quick. He's pretty familiar, but every time I click, McCall's just going to give him a treat. Sound good?
Sounds good.
And then we'll keep moving from there. I don't know where my target went. I think I left it here last time. Now it's gone. I forgot to put it away. So we're gonna have to improvise. So again, it's every time we click, we treat. So click and treat and treat. Good.
Good boy.
And treat. Sweet. So once you establish that relationship, you can move on to doing other things. If this was his first time doing it, we would do stuff like probably do several more click treats for behavior before we move on to the next thing. But because he's done a lot of it already, we'll move on to training a behavior. So I'm gonna just coach McCall, and then every time I click, you just treat. So go ahead and take this can, and you're gonna hold it out to him, and when I click, you give him food, and otherwise just don't worry about it. So you can just hold it out like this, and then I'll click and you give him a treat.
All right.
And like stand in front of him, just like I was, and hold it right out, and go ahead and give him a treat. Good. It's like, are we playing this game? Give him a treat. So the game that we're teaching him now is ignore the can to get treats. You could hold it a little further away from him. There we go. Let's try and target behavior. Quick treat. And now there's going to come another one real fast. Good. Because I don't want him to be bumping the can then ignoring it, like he's trying to do right now. So it's okay. Wants to play pick it up, which is a fun game too, which now he just heard. Hi. Good. So again, a couple fast ones before he actually touches it. We're using high rate of reinforcement here to get the behavior we want to see. Wait, yeah. And you can just try and hold it somewhere it's not so easy for him to get to. Like, for example, what I would do is just like hold it like that so that he's not like, he's kind of mistaking it as a target, which is fine. But if we're getting 3 or 4 punches every time between the clicks, we're reinforcing the wrong behavior. So what I want to do is get rapid fire, something like that. And then maybe go back to this, right? Cool. So why don't you do that? We're gonna just hold it close to ourselves. If he's ignoring it, he gets a click treat. Good. Good. Let's do one more and then we'll hold it out again. All right, just hold it slightly differently, like not good. Quick treat. Excellent, and quick treat. Cool. So that's leave it, and then we can start building the term. But why don't you do a couple where you run the clicker and give the treats? How's that sound?
Okay.
To you? You might want to flip the clicker around. Good. And before he nudges you, so don't click that one. Maybe reposition yourself so it's easier. Good. And now click. And before he goes to like punch the treats or anything like that, click again. He did a little bow for you.
What
He
do I
says,
do?
"Oh, new opponent. First we bow to our new training opponent." You gotta roll over your head for a bow. There it is, click treat. He's like, "Oh." Bow. See if he'll do it. Click treat. Good. Apparently we're combining leave it with bow, which is good. This is one of the first behaviors we want to teach most horses so they don't get mobby around food, is that they have to ignore the food to get the food. It is easy to accidentally reinforce the punch me and then ignore the food, so you want to watch out for that. Like click treat, it's a good long ignore. And then let's just give them a little break. Take a break, and we're gonna walk over here now. All right, so really quickly, we just generalized 2 behaviors, maybe 3. We got some bows, we got some leave-its, but we're not worrying about putting them on cue. It's okay, well, it's a little bit shy of that. Good, click treat. I'm gonna teach you one more behavior. I'm gonna take that back. Thank you. Hi, you. That we're gonna do, and then we're gonna start working on generalizing some of the other behaviors that he knows. So another game that he knows is touch for pets. So and that's like a target. And what we do is we just stick out the, and we're not gonna teach this one from the beginning because he's really familiar with it. And this behavior is far enough along that it's pretty much self-reinforcing. So we don't need to necessarily click treat. Although, like, if he's feeling nervous or something, I might. Just to, well, hey. And because we have that distraction, I'll click treat that. So again, it's this, pets. And when he hits it, he gets some pets. And then we're gonna start, because I was hoping to use his target, we're gonna start generalizing that to target. Good. All right, do you want to play, let's have you play a little bit of pets. And you can
Pets?
just, so again, he'll hit it, you can get some pets. And if something unusual or distracting happens, I might start click treating him for maintaining the pet game while that's going on.
Pets?
Yeah. Yes, please.
I like pets.
You might ask him one more time. Try and get his itchy spot down low.
Pets?
Good. Just like way under him. Oh yeah, you found it. I'm gonna just take a little break and give him a chance to re-up. He says, yes, I would like more of that itching my itchy spot. There it is. That's it.
Pets?
We'll do one more. Okay. All right, so now we're going to take that behavior and make it, and start using our comb as a target, which if you watched last time, can you back up? Back. We're a little bit spacey about that one, that's okay. We'll reteach that real quick too. Forward. Back. Forward. Back. Keep going. Very beautiful, thank you. Distracted by somebody walking behind him. And now we're gonna start trying to teach this as also just a target, which we can do. Let's see if that works. So my first goal is just to have him touch it with his nose while it's on the ground, but I might have to modify that for him to touch it with his nose while it's in the air. Whoa. Touch. Good. I'm not going to use the cue, that was a bad move on my part. Good. Horses have a hard time seeing close to their head, so we want to hold it far enough out that he can find it. And now I'm going to start raising my criteria to 2 touches sometimes. And this is the same way that I taught his target before. 1 touch, that was good. So I'm moving it different places, and he has to find it. And then sometimes I'm doing 2, but I'm going to make them really easy to find. Good. Now I can start using it to move him since we're having some success with it. So let's take a step away, see if he'll walk towards it. Good. And another touch. Good. So you can teach anything to be a target. He's moving pretty quickly because he's pretty familiar with it. We're going to repeat all those steps with McCall now. So again, it's just going to be the end of it. I'll click. Good. I'll click, you treat.
Okay.
See if you can get 2 targets now. 1, 2. See if you can get a down low target. Good. No need to like shake it or anything, you just hold it out. If he doesn't come to it, that's okay. We're not going to be able to shake it when we have to put it somewhere, and I'd rather he not think that that's associated to it. See if you can get him to take 2 or 3 steps to touch it. Good. See, now just make it, give him an easy 1 or 2. Good. I have a bee buzzing right on my face. It's a little terrifying, but it went away. Kenner's also not really excited about that prospect. All right, let's see if we can get 3 targets. 1, 2, 3. Now let's just do 1 target, so we're varying our criteria, making it harder and then easier, so he has success. Good. Cool. All right, now go set it on the ground. Let's see if he will walk up and touch it on the ground. You got to get kind of far enough away that he can see it go down. There you go. Oh. Good. Pick it up, move it somewhere else. Good. A little distracted, he might need a break. There it is. Good. And give him 2 handfuls for that. Now let's just pick it up and give him a break. You can comb him. Make sure you ask first though.
Pets?
Good. Yeah.
Oh.
Says, yeah, pets. Here, I can take.
Oh yeah, full on pets.
So it's important that whenever we're doing training, we make sure that our animals have time to think about what they've done. And I could see he was getting a little bit brain fried. Says, I'll take more pets, thank you. So I wanted to make sure that he had the opportunity to just relax do something he's really familiar with, not hopefully think too hard about what he's doing. Make sure you get his itchy spots. He says, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, those are good pets. I'm selectively clicking for just when he does something pretty relaxed. When he's getting petted. We'll do 1 or 2 more pets, then we can do some more target training. Nice. That's the spot. That's the spot. He's making a really funny face. I don't know if y'all can see that. Yeah, that's it. That's the spot. He loves that spot. It's the itchiest spot. It's where all the flies bite him. Yes, please, more. That's my spot where all the flies bite me. I'd love to get petted there. Great. All right, let's take a break. All right, so next up we're going to start working on the build up. So we've taught leave it, we've taught reintroduce clicker training. Now we're going to reintroduce the behaviors of entering a stall that we've worked on in the past. And we're going to see if we can do it with the target. So I'm going to reteach the target just right here, and then McCall's going to reteach it too. Then I'll see if he'll just target a little bit here. And it might be a little bit hard for him to see it because it's right underneath. So it might. Good. So we're going back to 1 click for touching it in different positions. Good. Because we're in a new scenario now, right? His head's halfway in. And you just needed a little refresher. I also, excuse me, kicked up some of that hay. Like to teach as he moves in, he also gets to move back out. Because he's just a little bit nervous of walking through that threshold still, even though he's done it a lot in his own stall. So he'll target, and then I'll back him up. So he can really have a good run at it for the next one. And he doesn't feel like he's like always moving into it. We'll see if he'll come in. There it is. Good. Very good job. It's okay. And then sometimes if he's getting worked up, I'll ask him to relax just a little bit. Having that mower go back there, I think, is probably messing him. He doesn't really like the sound of engines. So you can take a break if you want to. Yeah, a lot of loud noises over that way, huh? Pretty scary stuff. Make it a little bit easier again. And now we'll try a harder one. Kind of see how that goes? Mm-hmm. I can coach you through it. And then eventually what we want to do is build all the way up to him walking all the way in, hitting his target. And we can build to sending him. That's totally fine. It's a little nerve-wracking sometimes to be in a tight space with him. Going out? All right. Okay. So I get it. You feel comfortable playing that game?
Yeah.
And he has learned in the past to target 2 so that like he walks past you to go in, but because I don't have his target, I don't think we'll be able to get there today. So start back over. Remember, you're just going to click and reinforce the very first levels of target at the gate, as a reminder. And you might have to break some of those up, or I can pick them up for you. Because he hit his target. Do you want to take on the clicker too, or you want to just run the target and the food?
How about you click?
We'll click. Good. Do one more easy one and then see if we can get a ground one. That's a little bit hard for him to see, but he found it. That's good. And you might step back just a little bit too. There it is. And as you feed, you can back him out. Good. What I like to do for that, I don't really show you this, but yeah, it's just closed hand, and then once he's backed up, he gets the food. Okay.
All right.
Not feeding as he's backing up. The only reason for that is that it's operating more as a lure if the food is happening as the behavior is, and then it can become food contingent.
I'm ready to play, he says. Some easy ones?
A couple of easy ones. And why don't you just practice the backup and then feed? Good. Very good. I'd like to see if you can do it on the ground. And back up and then feed. Beautiful. Very good work. Maybe move it in a little bit. You can ask him to back up. Good. There it is. Good. And feed.
Ooh, forgot to back him up.
That's okay. You can wait for him to target once more, or I guess he's just going to back up. So let's give him a treat for that. Cool. And let's give him a little break. Take a break. Thank you. How'd that feel?
Felt good.
Seemed like you did great. Any questions?
I think Cannon wants to know why we stopped giving him treats.
Yeah, so that his brain can process. Can I see your foot? He says, no, I'm McCall's horse now. I'm just going to hang out with McCall. Thank you. McCall is my friend. McCall knows all the cool games. I want to see what other cool games McCall knows. I thought only you know those games. Cool. Let's try, let's try one more stall, and then we can maybe try the barn. Does that sound okay to you?
Sounds great.
Do you want me to keep running the clicker and you run the treats? How are we doing on treats?
I think that's easier.
Pretty
Got
good?
a fair amount.
Okay. Which stall you want to do?
Well, he really doesn't like these, so maybe an easier one.
Yeah, we can start with the easier ones. Which stall do you want to do, mister? Let's see if he picks one. And he says, I'd like to do the stall that opens up to where all the grass is, please. Yeah, this stall, right over here. Can we do this stall? You seeing if your friends are over there? Says, guys, I want to go see if my friends are handy. See how we're doing on time here, quick. Oh, we're closing in, so we might have to do one stall real quick and then maybe try the barn. Let's do like 1 or 2 clicks for just practicing the target behavior at the gate, and then see if we can more quickly accelerate into going inside. You can click treat for the ignoring that firework too. We've got fireworks going, which is never fun in a training scenario. Good. So you can get another one.
Oh, easy one.
Let's try click and back up and then treat. There we go. Just give them a little bit more room. Now you could try like a down low, but maybe step back. Good. You're forgetting the step, friend. It's not the bow. There it is. Yeah, good. You can be kind of slow and gentle in that backing up since he's a little bit nervous with these fireworks going on. We don't want to scare him, moving too fast at him. Nice. Way to just go back to an easy couple. That's great. Let's see if we can get one more.
One more easy one?
Yeah. And now let's see if we can set it inside and if it'll go in, if that's okay with you.
Yep.
This is all follow you, McCall, but I'm not sure about the target. I think he just missed the target.
Do you see it?
You can just circle him back out and he can hit it on the way. Just, yeah, give him a lot of room at the end. Yeah, there you go. You don't want to be too close to his hind end in case he does spook.
What did you find, buddy?
Okay, you can come out. He's like, wait, but McCall.
And
There
the
you go.
treat bucket.
Yeah. And we just don't need to click that one.
You see it?
It's like, no, I get it. Okay, just be careful because he is stepping on that thing. I don't want him to be scared. He's like, I get it. It's the load. It's all right. It's all right. Here. Oh, you mucked up your comb, buddy. You're going to have to clean that now. And you can treat him. You can step out. The other thing I like to teach him is to exit when I say okay. So that's just really nice and clear. So it's okay. Then I click as he crosses over. Cool. Let's go try the barn real quick and we'll call it a day. We'll only do a couple in there. I'm gonna check out the spooky barn. This might be hard because like all these guys are hanging out close and he's a little bit afraid of them. So you can stand inside, I can take that and I'll demo it real quick and then you can try it. We made him a little special, extra special package in there. He's like, maybe I'm ready to be done, which is fine too. It's a lot trying to practice with a new person. And he did really good. We're moving pretty fast to get him into the barn with both of us today. We'll see. He wants to see what his buddies are doing, which is great. You ready to go back? It's like, I'm done. We'll give him a few seconds to make up his mind. And if he decides he wants to do some training, we can do some training. You want to do a little more? What do you think? Oh, I know, there's that crazy. Oh, we got an osprey coming in. Who's over here? Who is that? And it's scary. He's stalled out right where it's scary. Hi, friendo. Okay. We'll play the monster game a little bit. Monster, where is it? Is it those guys? This is a game where he just indicates to me what he's afraid of by pointing his nose at it or sometimes touching it. Yeah, a lot of scary stuff, huh? Way to be deliberate and relaxed about it. Here, you can back up. There we go. We'll see what he thinks about moving forward. Definitely the carts that are throwing him off a little bit, but which is not ideal. He's having to think about it, which is okay. Well, we're just about at time, so maybe we can we'll work on the barn, I think, next time. So we also have a hay delivery showing up here soon. I want to thank everybody for joining us. Thanks to McCall for helping out, James for running the cameras, Canner for doing his best. Thanks to the ranch for hosting, and thanks to all you for joining. We'll be back next week, do a little bit more. We'll keep on generalizing the in and out behaviors, see if we can get them more comfortable, maybe going into the barn again and maybe some of these closed stalls. Did you have a think and now you want to try it? Oh, McCall's there, so I want to give it a shot. Let's just see if we walk in and set that down if he's interested in following.
Just barely inside?
Oh, a little further maybe. Yeah, maybe just barely because we do have those carts out there. Good job, my friend. Here you go. He's afraid the carts are going to turn on him at the last second.
Carts are notoriously tricky.
Good. Schnack. So even though the scary carts are here, he came in, got a good snack out of it. Yeah, way to spill all that stuff. The nice medley that McCall made for you. Good job spilling it. Let's do a little quick back up so you can kind of see where those carts are and that they're not after you. Good. Relax. Okay. Snack. Do you want to try one of those with him?
Sure.
You can.
He's digging out the carrots and apples.
Yeah, he really is. He's gonna go check out the grass over there. Just give him a second. He's kind of in a bad position to ask him to back up. Now you could ask him. He's like, wait, hold on.
Back up.
Good. Just be careful, because if he decides to turn, it's probably not the best for you to be in that. Yeah, there you go. You can even just turn and lead him out if you want to. There you go. Good. Good. And just give him a lot of space to turn him back around and come back in. And we'll do one more lead in, and then we'll call it a day. He's just kind of seeing what's going on over there. Do you want to come back in? You can. I might. Yeah, I might check it out. Good job, kid. And don't worry about that thing too much here. There you go. Yeah. Okay, back up. And we'll just take this and bring it over to him and install. You can just follow behind us or go ahead, whatever one you want to do. Thanks for. Let's go. Cool. Good job. Well, okay. Well, now for reals, thanks everyone for joining us. And we'll catch you next week. if the sound's not already off. We'll be back next Thursday. Same bat time, same canner place, 6:30. Push. Give me a hand, come on. Good horse. Okay, you gotta close that gate now though. You opened it too far. Ugh. Come here, close your gate. Get it closed. Push. Well, let's go this way.